U.S. stock futures rose Thursday as all three major stock indexes prepared to wrap a winning November. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average were up 168 points, or 0.5%. S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 futures climbed 0.2% each. Salesforce and Snowflake popped 9.2% and 8.6%, respectively, on the back of better-than-expected earnings. Although the 30-stock Dow and the S&P 500 ended Wednesday's trading session near the flatline, the two indexes are only about 0.5% and 0.8%, respectively, from their year-to-date closing highs. The tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite slipped 0.16% during the day, but is also roughly 0.7% away from its 2023 closing high. The major averages remain on track to close November with sizable gains, which would end a three-month losing streak for the indexes. The S&P 500 is up 8.5% in November, while the Nasdaq has advanced nearly 11%. Both averages are tracking for their best monthly performance since July 2022. The Dow is up 7.2% in November, on pace for its best month since October 2022. Despite interest rates lingering at higher levels, strategist Jay Woods isn't afraid that stocks will give up their gains before the year's end. The cycle, to me, is complete. We've made back what we lost, and now we're starting to build on where we were going at the end of 2021 when the market was hot, the chief global strategist at Freedom Capital Markets told CNBC. The price action is positive. The economic data supporting the Fed to continue to keep rates at bay and possibly decrease is a huge tailwind. Big Lots, Express and Kroger are set to report earnings Thursday before the bell. Traders will also watch out for October's reading for personal consumption expenditures, a key inflation gauge for the Federal Reserve. Weekly jobless claims are also due. European markets opened higher on the last day of the month, but sectors were mixed. Oil and gas stocks were last up by close to 1%, while chemicals dipped by around 0.4%. The Stoxx 600 index was up by around 0.14% at 8:15 a.m. London time and hovered just below a 6% increase for the month of November. 10 out of the 11 sectors are on pace so far to end this month in the green. The technology sector led the gains, up 12.82% in November. Energy, down 2.27%, was the sole laggard. Wednesday's trading session saw 6 out of the 11 sectors end in the positive. Real estate, up 0.73%, led the gains. On the other hand, the communication services shed 1.12%. Similarly, 6 out of 11 sectors are positive for the week, led again to the upside by real estate, which is so far up 1.63%. Communication services stocks were again the laggards, slipping 1.27%. Christopher Hayes, Lisa Kailai HanThese are the stocks moving the most in extended hours trading. Read the full list of stocks moving here. Stock futures opened higher on Wednesday, as all three major indexes were on pace to notch new highs for the year. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average gained 99 points, or 0.28%. S&P 500 futures rose 0.